Struggle is more of the mechanical of his whole breakdown. I mean, he has so many things going wrong with the shot. Yeah. So it's handicapping how he actually can play offense. Yeah. So I know everyone sees the flick, right, but it comes down to everything else. All right, so a right-hand shooter always position himself, you know, over his right eye, right, but feet is pointed. Yeah. Straight shot. Left-handers like a James Harden, if you ever see a left-hander, their feet are twisted. Yeah. It's not actually angled at the rim. It's more kind of this way, left hand towards the rim. Yeah. Well, Ball has both put inside of his game. So his feet are twisted like he's lefty. Right. And he comes across his left eye. But what actually hurts more is his whole ability of a basketball player. Besides...
Because of the shot.
Because of the shot. It's because of the mechanics of the shot. It comes from here to here.
So you're saying if I'm a defender and I'm pressed up on you like
this.
Okay,
so we're going to break down why he's handicapped. Okay. You're going to stand right here. Right. So when Lonzo wants to go right, remember the mechanics. If I'm driving right and you're here, if I want to pull up as a righty, I just pull up.
Right, okay.
Right? Yeah. Because you're on the side. Well, with Alonzo, when he pulls up, he has to stop, twist, and come back through. The defender's right there. So when he's driving right, he never pulls up because he physically can't pull up because of the whole mechanic of I have to stop and come. Yeah. If he goes left, if I'm a lefty, I'm holding you off and I can shoot this. Right. Right?
Okay.
Well, with Lonzo, when he comes left, because he has to put it here first to flick it, he can't do it. So it's forcing him by nature to step back.
So that's why we see his step
back.
So
you always see a step back. So when he comes here, he can twist his feet a little bit and he shoots. If this is the rim, he's actually like this now, shooting. If you can't go right and I have you beat and just pull up on the dime, that stops half of my game.
So some guys that you've worked with have been able to transform their shot and get better with their shooting, like a John Wall.
But you know, like a John Wall. So John Wall, when he first came in, you know, he has big hands. Yeah. So when he, instead of, you know, I'm coming here and I'm picking the ball up, my hand is over the ball, his hand was under the ball. Okay. So by the time he came out of the ball, he was already on the way down. Right. And then he shot. Okay. But that's why his shot was like that early in his career. Yeah. You know, like you have IT, who he faces up, but he side shoots it. Right. But that's fine because one, you can see the rim, and you still have the normal flick. But you know, when he comes in, he can still. But when you have a twist, a crank, and a flick, it just limits you from what you can actually do offensively in the game. So if I'm playing him, I already know, okay, I'm just going to push him right to my defense because I know he can't ever pull up. So I'm never going to go under screens. I'm always going to go over. Yeah. So, because I don't want him to step back.
Exactly.
So if Adam's my pick guy, what the defense is when you're a bad shooter, they want to go under to meet you, right? So they want to do that. Right. Right? I would never do that. Yeah. I will always fight over because if I fight over, he can't get his shot off because it has to come in this pocket first to go this way. So what he's thriving off of, or not even thriving, why he's getting the shot up is they're going under, and when he goes under, he can step back
and do his
and do his thing. He can step back away from everyone. But from college to the NBA, this is a further shot than what he was used to.
Exactly.
You know, so when he steps back, this is college three. When he steps back from this NBA three, he's out here trying to fling it. Yeah. You know, trying to get enough power to fling the shot up.
And it's just not going.
And that's why it's a problem. That's why he's more comfortable if someone, and you notice he's more spotting up and he's getting his shot because he's already, so he can already position his feet. But when he's dribbling the ball, it's hard to, you know, and that's
step back.
It's step back.
He's had all these trainers and people at UCLA.
But has he?
I mean, I would feel that LeVar would give him the trainers that he needs.
I think LeVar himself has been training his kids. Yeah. And that's why, you know, they lack some, like, the little one is okay because you can see he's adapting. See, you're growing up, you adapt to how people are sticking you. Yeah. So, but if you're training all the time in the backyard by yourself, you don't see what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah.
So going to UCLA, he's getting by, passing the ball up, hitting this little college street. You're getting by. You know, if you're good enough, smart enough, you're going to get by, just like, you know, adjusting. But this is the NBA where they're scouting you and they're looking at you, and that's why he's been declining.
So you mentioned the college three, which is essentially the mid-range game in the NBA. Why not just make your living in the mid-range if you're so successful in the
Because that mid-range, see the college three, the defense behind the college three.
Okay.
Now the defense behind the NBA three.
Yeah.
So you have to actually make a move to get back to the college three. What move is he going to do?
Yeah.
You know, what move is like, I'm going to use the pick and roll because he doesn't have the one-on-one moves like a Kyrie. Yeah. But even if he did all that, you go left, it's a step back. I already know what's going to come.
Right.
He goes right, he has to go all the way to the basket. So when you start picking up on his game, you can take him out of the game and just alleviate everything that has to do with Lonzo Ball.
Of course.
Like, you know, his passing and rebound, you're not going to stop his vision.
Yeah.
But handicapping him and keeping him in that box of how he shoots the ball is gonna hurt him.
So now he's limited as a player.
He's just limited as a player offensively.
What tips would you give Lonzo Ball to fix his shot going into year two? Could you say he can't do it during the season?
That's what I said. He has to watch a lot of games, but the biggest thing is he needs to correct stance, follow through, shot all summer, and play all summer on the new stuff.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand, like, all right, if I'm coming this way and I go, how to elevate. Because you got to remember, if he's never done it because of the handicap,